Hi everyone, this is E.M.P, Electromagnetic Precursors for Earthquakes. So let's just jump right in here, folks. Looking at the ionospheric charging on March the 2nd, and previous video I already showed that I was really watching the west coast here in North America, and we finally did have a significant uptick in Vancouver Island. Magnitude 4, I was thinking we might get up to 5 or 6, but still a significant uptick either way you look at it. And most of the areas that I've been issuing warnings for in the last 5 or so days have had a significant uptick. Japan today, magnitude 5.7. Yesterday, Russia, I warned for Aleutian Islands, so right beside it, had 5.3, 5.3 in New Zealand today, Indonesia, Malaysia, a couple 5-pointers, and right by Papua New Guinea and Vanuatu as well, and also Loyalty Islands. So jumping to the map on 4th, huge ionospheric charge over Papua New Guinea and surrounding regions once again. India, China, pretty big there as well. Right near Hawaii there. And we've seen some pretty good charging near in South America, and it's nothing huge there yet. Also in the Caribbean, but last couple days there has been some magnitude 4s in South America and Mexico. And then jumping to the 5th of March, Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, Vanuatu, surrounding regions there once again. And then on the 6th, huge hit over Japan once again, and same thing over South America and Vanuatu, Loyalty Islands again. So not hard to see why they're getting significant upticks. So first quake I wanted to look at was the one in Vancouver Island, and looking at Fort Smith's neutron monitor, which is dielectric discharges in my model. You can see since between 0500 and 0600 some significant spikes there, and then just before we had the earthquake in Vancouver at 1550 Universal Time, some decent spikes there as well. Now, looking at Victoria's magnetometer, you can see between 6 and 9 magnetic disruptions. Magnetometers, remember, show magnetic disruptions at Earth's surface, and that's exactly why it is particularly good for earthquake precursors. Earthquake precursors or triggers are completely electromagnetic, and I show that literally on a daily basis. Yet mainstream science and physics completely fails to look at this, which is really sad. They still think that, well, astrophysics and geophysics connecting together, that's just crazy, right? Well, I can show the hard data day in, day out to show that there are precursors for it, and that's what I'm doing here. So just after 1550 or 1500, we had the earthquake at 1550 there. So plenty of magnetic disruptions before we had the quake there. And looking at the electrojet index on the 6th here, you can see that just after 0900, so we had the earthquake just after the large spike there. Remember, the electrojet index is showing solar induction. The sun acts as a transformer, or analogously as a floodgate for the cosmic rays and gamma rays, which come into the Earth via the galactic circuit. The galactic circuit links up with solar circuit, and the solar circuit links up with the magnetosphere and ionosphere on Earth. And that is exactly how we get electrical activity entering Earth's system, and we have these geomagnetic events. So moving on here, next quake I wanted to show was in Russia. So back to the quake map. Russia was a 5.2 yesterday at 17:30 Universal Time. Looking at gamma ray chart for yesterday, you can see at about 1200 to about 1800 Universal Time, multitude of gamma ray spikes or discharges going on there, and then looking at Russia's magnetometer right after 12 to 1500, huge spike in magnetic activity there, and then just after that we had the earthquake. And so the next quake I wanted to look at 5.7, 1608 Universal Time in Japan. And the big surprise I had for you guys was this just massive behemoth gamma ray spike or dielectric discharge. Now this is definitely one of the largest I've ever seen. 1342 Universal Time on March the 7th. So remember that time, 1342, and so just a couple hours after that, we had the earthquake in Vancouver Island, and then 1608, magnitude 5.7 Japan. So here's Japan's magnetometer, and you can see just after 1340, magnetic disruptions just hit the ceiling, and just after that, we had the earthquake in Japan. Jumping back to the quake map. Indonesia, magnitude 5.5, 1545 Universal Time. Jumping to Charter Towers, which is in Australia, one of the closest magnetometers to the region. And just after the gamma rays hit, magnetometer goes off once again, and then just after that, we had the earthquake. And magnitude 5.6 in Vanuatu, 2338 Universal Time. Back to Charter Towers, and the peak of the day there for magnetic disruptions. Boom, the earthquake hit. And I think I want to show you one more. New Zealand, the biggest uptick there for today was 1103. So this was before the gamma rays hit, but notice that it's a lower magnitude earthquake, only 5.3. So you can still see we did have some elevated activity there, but nothing earth-shattering. No pun intended. Anyways, and you can see if we jump to the electrojet index for the 7th, you can see at the time of those quakes in Indonesia, we had some elevated activity. So that's letting all the gamma rays pour into Earth's system, so to speak. And that's all I wanted to show you for now. This is E.M.P, Electromagnetic Precursors for Earthquakes, signing off. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.